Hello, my friends. It's Jen Pitta with By the Shore Stamping. Welcome into another edition of Teach Me Tuesday. I wanted to make sure I pointed out a really fun bundle in the new holiday or mini catalog, the new spring mini catalog from Stampin Up. It is the Mini Messages bundle. This was actually one that was on my list, and actually I think I ordered during the pre-order, the pre-order back in November, and I just got the chance to play with it today, and I thought I would share it with you because it's actually a great bundle. It's 50/25 and it comes with this giant stamp that stamps all of these sentiments at once and the coordinating die to cut them all out in cute little label sorts of shapes. So it's really great for my card maker friends because it will make making cards so much easier. And I'm going to pair it with the I forget what the paper is called. Let me look it up really fast. It's the Celebration paper, and it's this one right here. It's called Paper Blooms Designer Series Paper, and I just thought they would work really well together, so I wanted to show you how we could use those. So like I said, the bundle is 50/25, so if you bought the bundle, you can get this paper pack for free, and it's really cute. It's really bright and bold and pretty. Lots of fun little patterns and things that you can use in this one. And I feel like the paper kind of stands on its own really well, so you really don't need to do a lot with the cards to make them pretty. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I've found to use this stamp best. I actually use it with my Stamparatus because that way if oh, my magnet just stuck to my... I was like, what is that noise? My magnet just stuck to the camera mount. Oh well. All right. So I'm not going to use the foam because it's a rubber stamp here, so we don't need the extra layer. I actually did already kind of lay it out, so I have some washi tape here to keep my paper in place. I could also use my magnets, but you'll see the paper I have left of Night of Navy is rather small, so I don't really have the space to put the magnet there. So I'm using some washi tape just to hold my paper still. But you'll see it's going to take up most of this little scrap piece of paper. I have this is all I have left for Night of Navy. I just ordered more though, so it's okay. This is totally crooked though, so let me fix this. All right, I'm going to line this up on my Stamparatus. And actually, before I really stick this down, I'm also going to take my embossing putty and just kind of run that over the cardstock, particularly with, I don't think we sell these anymore, but you can probably still get them online. But these are really, really handy, particularly when you're embossing on dark colored cardstock. It just keeps the stray embossing powder from straying away from where you want it to be, basically. So it's going to prevent all those little mini dots, or at least a little bit better than without it. I'm going to use my Versamark because I'm going to do this in Whisper White since I'm using the dark colored cardstock that matches all of that pretty paper. I'm going to go ahead and use Versamark and do this in heat embossing, which is a fun little tool. I will also add just a little bit of kind of interest to the card. I'm just going to move this over a little bit so you can see. Sorry if I just banged the camera, or I'm doing it now. Like I said, it's magnetized to the camera pod that I have at the moment. So I'm just making sure I get these good and inked. And what I love about using the Stamparatus as well is sometimes with all of these images, you don't necessarily get a really good image on the first try with the big background stamps. So this way I can re-ink and do it again if I need to. So I'm just going to make sure I press down on all of this, get really nice coverage. I'm trying not to push too hard though so that I don't catch any edges. But what's cool is you can kind of tell when you lift it whether or not it's good. So I'm going to think that's probably good. You guys probably won't be able to see it very well. It is kind of missing a little bit in here. So I'm just going to grab my ink pad again and ink up one more time. And then I will restamp, and it's going to be in the same spot so I don't have to worry about shadowing. And I'm just going to focus on those spots where it wasn't quite fully inked. Okay, so that should be better. Now I can lift this up. Oops, I just kind of scratched that lettering, so it's probably not going to come out that great. I actually kind of missed it a little bit, but it's okay. You get the idea. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this in another piece of grid paper. And I'm going to sprinkle it with some Whisper White, or white powder, Stampin' Emboss powder. And I'm not shy with this. I just basically dump the whole bottle on it. Make sure everything is good and covered. Okay, and then I'll just set that aside for a second. I pick this up, dump it back onto my paper. This is where the washi tape was, so it does, when you use the washi, it does stick to that a little bit. This one was already ruined anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. This is far enough away that it's not going to affect anything, and anywhere it is kind of close, I'll just kind of drag my finger along it and take that off. Okay, so then we can set that aside for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take my grid paper and pour that back into, I'm off screen at the moment, I know, but I'm pouring it back into the cup, and I'm going to get rid of this grid paper, because otherwise it would be all like, have powder all over it, and it makes it really hard to work. All right, so now we have this piece. So what you would do is you're going to take your heat embossing tool, and I put it on the highest setting for Stampin' Up, and you're going to go ahead and heat set that. I'm not going to do the whole thing because it does take a little bit to do that, but you're just going to, I'm hoping you guys can see that, but you're just going to heat set it until it turns kind of foily. It melts the powder, there it goes. Can you see that? So see how it's kind of shiny now, that heart? And the rest of it's kind of faded, so you want the whole thing to look nice and shiny like that. So you would do the whole thing like that, and through the magic of TV, I have one already done, so you can see it's all kind of embossed. And now you're going to pair it with the dies that go in the bundle. And I say dies, but it's actually a die, singular. And you can see these line up all on this sheet. So the key is to line it up with the little images here, and I will tell you that it's a little tricky. And I find that my little one right here does not like to line up right, but I think this is pretty close. So I'm going to go ahead, get it lined up as best as I can, and then I kind of stick this down, right? And I'm going to run it through my machine, my Stampin' Cut Emboss, or your Big Shot, or whatever the die cutting machine you use is. I'm going to go ahead, run it through here, trying to make sure that my little images are still lined up. That looks good, that looks good. This little one's a little off, but I don't know why. This one I just can't get to line up when the other ones are lined up, but I probably won't use those little bits too much, so I'm not really all that worried about it. I'm gonna go ahead, whoops, I gotta turn this so I can use my muscles. I need to put new plates in this, it's getting a little bit tight. Oops, sorry. Just moved the whole camera. I'll straighten you guys out when I'm done. Yeah, my plates are very old here. I need a replacement. Okay. They're all warped and bent because I've used them so much. Doesn't normally take that much effort to do that. All right, so now I can take this off. Pop these other ones out. That's all of those. Take that out of the way. And so you can see there's all these really cute little sentiments on cute little labels that you can use for cards. So I really love this set. I'm going to go ahead and pull these off. And then we're going to wing it, as I know you guys all love when I wing it. At least you did last week when I was doing my celebration or my catalog, new catalog countdown. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these all off, and then we'll pick one to make a cute little card with. So let me get all the little bits off and put this guy away. All right, and so now I'm actually going to take the, let's see, I have some of the Assorted Memories and More cards and envelopes here. So I'm going to go ahead and take one of these and make a cute little card with this. We hope. Like I said, I don't have the finished project in mind because I haven't designed it yet. But I feel like with the sentiments and the paper, you really don't need to do too much with it. So let's see. So these note cards are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm going to need a 4 by 6 piece of patterned paper. And like I said, I'm going to use that really pretty celebration paper. I think I want to use this one. Let me see if I have a half sheet of this somewhere. Oh, I do. No, I don't. Wait. Do I? Don't I? Do I or don't I? Looks like I have 2 full pieces. Let's see. Half piece. But maybe I'll use this one. It's on the other side of this. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. Let's use this one since it's already cut. It's pretty too. So I'm going to cut that 4 by 6. Obviously, if you're using the note cards, you could make better use of your 12 by 12 paper because it's smaller pieces, so you get more cards out of it. But I'm going to do, and actually, it's basically you're going to get the same, I guess, because 4 by 6, 1, 2, 3, just like the other one. And then 6, you'll get 2 pieces out of it. So it actually works nicely. I don't know what I'm talking about. So now this is actually going to give me 2 pieces that I could make a card with. So maybe I'll do that. All right, so let's go like this first. Really pretty, right? So now we've got all these little sentiments that I can use to go along with it. I think I want one of the bigger ones so that it takes up a little more space. That one's kind of cute. I'm so happy to be celebrating these little moments to you. That one's cute too. Let's go ahead and do, maybe happy birthday would be cute too if we did it this way. And you can of course layer it with other things. So I think I might use the happy birthday, and I'm gonna take another punch, I think. I'm just looking for one at the moment to see if one of them will pair together nicely. Let's try. Where's my story label punch? Let's see. I feel like maybe this one would be cute. We'll do this in the Rococo Rose. Sorry, I think I might have just been off the screen. I promise. I'll show you. Hang on. So I'm thinking, in case you didn't see me, I'm thinking I'm going to pop this up on this story label punch. I might need, just want a little more substance to it. I might need like another little circle under there, maybe in the Seaside Spray. Let me grab a piece of that, and we'll do a 2-inch circle. That might be too big. 1.5. Let's see how that works. Kind of put under here, right? And then we can layer that. Okay, I'm liking where we're going. Now I just need some ribbon, I think. So let me grab something for that. I think I have some Seaside Spray. Actually, I have a little tiny bit of this left. This is pretty ribbon. So maybe we could do that under here. Or is that... You know what I might do? I might just stick a simple and use the white twine here, and we'll just wrap that around a couple times to give it some substance. And that way it's not too thick. Oh, I just rolled that onto the floor. I gotta remember to pick that up, or the cat will have a field day. All right. I did that once. I left like almost an entire roll of baker's twine on the roll on the floor one night. Didn't realize I had done it, really. Or I might have done what I just did now and dropped it and then forgot about it. And the next morning it was all completely off the roll and all over the floor. So I gotta remember to pick that up. Okay, so I'm gonna just do that. And then I'm gonna make a little bow with this to give some substance. Like that. Cute. I want to make it a little bigger, a little floppier. Add some longer tails, like that. Then we will attach this to the card base. If I can find my adhesive. Where is my adhesive? I was using it earlier. Where the heck did it go? Oh, you guys. Arg. This is why you should clean your desk before you do... Oh, I found it. Before you do a video. Okay. I'm going to do that. Attach this to the card front. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I'm going to tape the blue piece to the top of the Rococo Story Label Punch. And then I'm going to use a couple of dimensionals on this one. So we'll do that and that. I'm going to layer that across the middle like this. Okay, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on this. And then we'll kind of straddle the ribbon with this one. So we'll tuck it under here and do that. Okay. Fix that up. How cute, right? And now I have plenty more goodies to do some more. There's that one. Happy birthday. I feel like we could add some bling to this too. Maybe, what do I have? Maybe, I think I'm going to stick with the traditional, just the little rhinestones here. There's my take your pick tool, and I'm going to just kind of stick a few of those on, like so. And then we can call that good. Now remember, I have the other half of that here, so I could do another one featuring a different sentiment. So now I could, this one I feel like you could leave really, really simple without even adding more labels or stuff. I kind of like this one, I think. Let's just quickly throw together one more since we're here. I think, whoops, I just dumped a bunch of cards on the floor. I think we're going to do it this way again, like that. And then I'll use the same twine. Why not? Get it off the floor. It's one way to make sure I pick it up too. And we'll wrap this a couple times. Careful not to wrap too tight with the designer series paper. It starts to kind of curl it. So I'm just going to gently do that. Cut off a little bit of excess so I can tie a little bow. I always like to tie a knot in my twine first because it gives you a little more stability when you're tying the bow. And then we'll just take this, tie the bow, shrink it down a little bit. If your bow's not sitting the way you want it to, you can use a glue dot to kind of get it where you want, which I think for this one I might do because it's being a little ornery. So we'll just kind of turn it and then push it down into that glue dot to keep it where I want it to be. I'll trim this down just a little bit. Whoops. 1, 2. Pulled that out a little bit. Like that. We'll add some adhesive to these. And there you have it, a really, really quick and easy project. And actually, I'm using the white baker's twine that is part of the snail mail twine combo, which has Blushing Bride in it too. So this is Rococo Rose. It's like a darker pink. The Blushing Bride is a lighter pink, but I totally think you could use it with these colors and it would work perfectly. So if you were to get the bundle, which is $50.25, and then you could get the combo ribbon pack, which I think, let me look for you quickly, is what? Let me doing math in my head here, people. That is 7, so that's $57.25, and then you could add the little rhinestones. That's another 5, so that's $62, and you'd get the paper for free. So that's kind of neat. You could add on the note cards and envelopes if you wanted to, or you could just make your own card bases too with colors you have. So I'm gonna go ahead, attach that there. Then we will grab some more rhinestones. And this one I feel like you could kind of be a little generous with them and put them in a few different places. Oops, come on. Little guy, I know you want to. We'll put you down here. Like that, and one over here. There. Super cute, super easy, really fun. I love this paper. It's so pretty. And again, it's a freebie with Celebration. So if you spend $50, you can pick anything out of that little catalog I just had for free. And then if if you spend $100, there's also items towards the back that you can get for a $100 order. So like this bundle here with the stamp set in the pattern paper, that one is a $100 reward. So if you spend $100, you get that one for free. But there's tons of really pretty $50 reward items too. So that is my share for you today. I thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And if you really want to make my day, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I would truly appreciate it. All right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again next time. Have a great week.